So, how does he seem?
Citizen registration number 021723. Former Chief of the Health and Welfare Bureau, Daedalus Eumeno. He's been stripped of his authority by the Administrative Bureau. He's been a quiet individual and has kept a low profile since being replaced.
Do you know the reason why, Christiva?
You seem to be in a good mood today.
Oh, do I? Perhaps. But I'm accepting who I am, and looking forward to reaching heights where other people are no longer necessary. I'm not worried about monsters anymore. However, that man is different. The Regent's lovely granddaughter, Riel Mayer, has died, along with the Proxy named Monad, which she was also hiding. That man has lost his raison d'etre.
You mean his reason for being?
Look at this beautiful world in which everything has its purpose. And we are all created as individual cogs for the betterment of this paradise, permitted to exist only for the sake of fulfilling reasons that are given in advance. But for Daedalus Eumeno, all at once, he has lost his own raison d'etre, both the Proxy and Riel Mayer. You might say he's a broken cog.
Riel.
An entity sealed for eternity and said to be immortal has been lost.
Do you know the reason why?
This awakening has invited destruction, and the blood continues to flow in our paradise.
Do you know the reason why?
We've already submitted our report, but the problems we must address are mounting. Power shortages for the magnetic and field life support system in the dome's outer block are a source of concern. The entire system needs to be overhauled immediately.
That is the answer to which you've arrived.
Questions are a burden upon others. Answers are a burden upon yourself.
Understand that what happened to Riel Mayer could very well have happened to you. You know the reason, don't you, Raoul?
That's enough. We must think of what to do now that the Proxy is gone.
We understand too little.
Therefore, we must think.
Therefore, we must think.
We must think.
We must think.
We must think.
Goddamn entourages. I think, therefore, I am.
Chief, you've injured yourself.
The wound you see is nothing.
Just to be safe, you should be examined by the Health and Welfare Bureau.
The Regent never answers directly. He merely poses questions. Why is that?
It's hard to know why.
But I know why. It's the wailing of someone who suddenly lost the person they love the most. And yet, why does the Regent look away? Why? Why? In reality, Romdo is nothing but a... What's happening?
Emergency stop code. Acknowledged. Emergency use phase. Sequence start. Confirmed.
Power was automatically restored after the 2-minute and 17-second interruption. We still haven't been able to pinpoint the cause. But this time, the power failure did not interfere with the life support system.
What do you mean this time?
For the past 3 weeks, we've been encountering power failures similar in nature to this one.
Did we ever receive a report about these failures?
No.
They were all intermittent, and none of them lasted more than a fraction of a second. So you see, they were treated as accidents.
An analysis indicated there was possible human involvement, but the report did not present anything specific.
Maybe an infected autorave? Doubtful. But an immigrant terrorist group? That would make more sense. 2 minutes, 17 seconds. Christiva,
Yes?
what do you think?
Judging from the time and the effect, it can be surmised that the power stoppages up until now were carried out in order to deceive the Security Bureau. They were tests conducted for that purpose.
Beautiful. And this time?
It is fair to assume that it was some type of warning.
I see. And why is that?
The city's life support system can only be maintained for up to 3 minutes during a power outage.
Which means that whoever was responsible didn't want anyone to die.
Yes, sir.
You were right. I really should go see a doctor. Make an appointment with this one.
The Chief. He is no longer authorized.
There's something else that I want you to do. I want you to look for the research data he was hiding.
I'm no longer conducting examinations anymore.
For someone who looks like a young boy, you're acting like a very bold man.
I'd like to ask for you to leave.
Sorry. Should I have said a romanticist?
I'll have to make arrangements for you to see another doctor.
Now then, what is it you want to say to me?
I don't know what you mean.
Going through all that trouble to call me here.
I'm sorry for all the trouble, Chief Raoul. But honestly, I have nothing to say to you anymore. I was created in order to protect the specimen and Riel, to raise them in good health. But now that I've lost both of them, it seems I've lost my raison d'etre.
And shortly after that is when I heard your heartfelt cry. So I came over to offer what little help I could.
Then you must be a telepath.
As strange as it sounds, for some reason it only seems to work with you, Daedalus Humano. Amusing, isn't it? It looks like he's agreed to give me my medical exam, during which time I want you to hurry up and search for the data I instructed you about earlier.
Where are you going?
I believe he could use a breath of fresh air. No cause for alarm.
Chief, he is still not permitted to leave the premises.
I believe that is up to me to decide, is it not?
Yes, certainly.
Why are you being so mean? There isn't any data here.
But she'll keep searching until she finds something. She's very professional.
So now we have plenty of time for ourselves. It's okay. The representative doesn't have any connection to them.
Representative? You mean the Regent? Impressive. You don't leave anything to chance.
That's why you insisted on having an unemployed doctor give you a medical exam. Am I right? You impress me. You figured it out quicker than I thought.
You've been having too much fun.
And you scare far too easily. I'm well aware of what the life support system's limitations are.
The Regent seems to have taken the disruption as a warning from someone.
You did a very good job of misleading him. All that's left is for the Security Bureau to make the appropriate arrests when the time is right.
Daedalus Humano, citizen number 021723.
2 minutes, 17.23 seconds. I tested it many times to get it right.
I suppose that you're making a threat?
Threats are very effective. You're probably wondering whether you'll be exposed for eliminating someone who was in your way.
What do you mean?
You never should have used the Coquito virus. Shall we cut the act? The reason we went through all this trouble was so we could talk without the Regent being able to hear us. Are you going to get rid of me now too? Perhaps this wasn't enough, depriving me of both my treasure and my job.
The only one you have to blame for all of this is yourself. You confused the Regent by using the Monad Proxy as bait. You're the one who took actions to hide it from him.
So I see.
No matter how desperate you had become, there was something which you had to conceal from the Regent. The fact that there was another Proxy. You had reached a dead end in your work, and the escape incident was a convenient way for you to hide the existence of the other Proxy from the Collective.
Yes, that's right.
But that's not all. I know you've hidden something else from them. And that is the fact that Riel Mayer is alive.
Are you all right, Riel?
Yeah. So did you find anyone?
Well, I thought researching the power plant came first. After all, now that we're on the outside, the power supply is our #1 concern.
Iggy.
Don't worry yourself, Riel. The town is a bit retro, but the technology is top-notch. The energy source is compatible, and once it's connected, we should be able to get it to interact with
Iggy.
Huh?
There are no people in this town.
They went outside the dome, right? I'm sure you fooled the Regent, since we all know that leaving this paradise means death, even for a realist like Riel Mayer. So to risk her own life, it must have been her raison d'etre that drove her, which is, of course, the Proxy. You decided to send her out in order to obtain another Proxy, didn't you? But now you're starting to realize that your plan will never work, and now you fear losing her as well. Because you know that you can't protect her once she's on the outside. That's why you sent me your clever little message.
You think I would ever work with you? The person who tried to kill Riel?
And you think it was me?
You mean...
Maybe it's better here without any people. These machines, they'll keep on working until the world rots away. But for who? Working, even though they've lost the very people who gave a reason for their existence. Maybe they didn't have a reason to begin with.
Riel?
Sorry. I was just wondering if I wasn't here, what would you do?
Don't even say something like that. How about you? What would you do if I wasn't here? You silly. You know I'd never leave you.
That was a very bad joke.
But you're laughing, aren't you? Hey, Riel, where are you going?
Don't worry. I was just drifting out for a moment.
Everyone gets tired eventually, even you, Riel. I'll go get supplies for the machine, and you get some rest.
Sometimes I have fears. What am I here for? The purpose of the trip is to find an answer. But suppose I find the Proxy. What do I do then?
Why would the representative do that?
You really are still just a boy. It seems she took the Regent too lightly. It doesn't matter if she was his granddaughter. She was already guilty of treason. The law is the law, and there can be no exception. Did you think you'd get away with it so easily? I'll ask you again about the power outage.
It was a message.
I'm not such an optimist as to take things at face value. I know poisoned bait the moment I see it. By creating the power outage this time, you were able to obtain enormous amounts of energy. So what did you use it for?
I tried to resuscitate the Proxy.
Beautiful. If you agree to the following proposal, I'll give you a toy. Although given your current situation, you don't have much of a choice.
A toy?
Where the hell did you come from?
That's a very pretty pendant.
It's
Is it a treasure?
No, not exactly.
Then can I have it?
Hey, come back!
Tell me, why did the Proxy die?
Because its supposedly indestructible Amrita cells were destroyed.
What was the reason?
Unfortunately, you took my toy from me before I was able to learn that.
I guess that was harsh. I'll prove how sorry I am by lending you my toy. You can play with it as you like, but only under the careful guidance and supervision of an adult like myself, who knows right from wrong.
Because it's a toy for adults?
That's a good boy.
Let's play together from now on.
I can't.
Why not? This is such a great place.
You're right. Unfortunately, there's someone I have to meet.
Are you afraid? You really don't want to meet him? Even if you're able to meet him, you might end up just standing there paralyzed by your own fears. You might not be able to go back to the way it was before. The thing that you seek might be something cruel. And you still want to go.
Because the truth is in his hands.
For good luck.
You'll probably take this the wrong way, but I'll say it anyhow. I want to save the world.
That's so touching, I'm about to cry.
It seems you haven't been properly trained. Sorry, but I'm not as lenient as the Regent. I can behave in a most unpleasant way when necessary. Daedalus Eumeno. Now you're free to delve into the research you love so much, except you'll be doing it just for me. Did you find it?
Not as of yet.
If you haven't found the data by now, it probably means it's not here, right?
How did you resolve things with Daedalus Eumeno?
I'm restoring him to active duty. I'm going to have him carry out his duties under my supervision from now on. It took some time and effort to bring him around, but I think that the experience will prove very educational for him. As they say, justice is for the strong.
Welcome home. I'm so happy you're back. You fool. You think my research is for you? You don't have the slightest clue. This is all for you, Riel. My Riel. Riel. Riel.
Riel. Riel. Riel. Riel!
Iggy?
What were you doing running off like that? I was looking all over for you. What? What's the matter? Hey, are you sure you're okay?
It was nothing. Just a dream.
I don't have to sneak around anymore. This is what 2 minutes and 17 seconds gets you. This amount should be more than enough.
The only thing left is to load it. At the ends of the earth, shrouded in white, the abandoned past appears. The one who continued the journey from the other side of oblivion sees the two fates from behind as they come together once again.